This sermon, known as the temple cleansing, takes place after Jesus enters Jerusalem and sees the temple being misused by merchants and money changers. The temple, a place meant for worship, had been transformed into a marketplace. Imagine the scene. Instead of a quiet place for prayer, the air is filled with the noise of bargaining, the clinking of coins, and the smell of animals. Jesus, seeing this, is filled with righteous anger. This was his Father's house, a house of prayer, and it was being treated as a den of thieves. What happens next is a powerful act of cleansing and restoration. The temple cleansing sermon, Matthew 21:12-17, Mark 11:15-18, Luke 19:45-48, John 2:13-16, Jesus entered the temple and drove out all who were buying and selling there. He overturned the tables of the money changers and the benches of those selling doves. And he said, "It is written, my house will be called a house of prayer for all nations. But you have made it a den of robbers." As he did this, the blind and the lame came to him in the temple, and he healed them. But when the chief priests and the teachers of the law saw the wonderful things he did and heard the children shouting in the temple courts, "Hosanna to the Son of David," they became indignant. "Do you hear what these children are saying?" they asked him. "Yes," replied Jesus. "Have you never read, 'From the lips of children and infants you, Lord, have called forth your praise'?" Then he looked around at them with anger, deeply distressed at their stubborn hearts, and he left the city to spend the night in Bethany. This passage demonstrates Jesus' zeal for the sanctity of God's house. The temple was meant to be a place for worship, prayer, and healing, but it had become a place of business and corruption. Jesus' anger was not out of control. It was righteous. His action was a reminder that true worship cannot coexist with hypocrisy and exploitation. It's a wake-up call for all of us. Have we allowed the pursuit of profit or personal gain to corrupt the sacred spaces in our lives? Have we let distractions take over our devotion to God? Jesus' words also remind us that God values purity in worship, whether in a physical space or in our hearts. Just as he cleansed the temple, we should ask him to cleanse our hearts, minds, and lives from anything that hinders our worship and dedication to him. If this message spoke to you today, please take a moment to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps more people discover these powerful lessons from the Bible. Thank you for watching, and God bless you.